What's up guys, macadii here, and today guys, a brand new episode of our checks and counters series, where what I'm going to be doing is going over some of the checks and counters to Pheromosa up in OU. Now this has been quite well requested because it's a very big threat, lots of people are calling it for it to be banned and stuff like that, so if you guys do enjoy this episode, don't forget to leave a like down below, I would really appreciate it. So what makes Pheromosa so scary? What makes Pheromosa so scary is, first of all, it has blinding speed. At base 151 speed, it's outspeeding the entire tier, which is very, very scary outside of priority. It also has beast boost then, where if it gets a kill, then its best stat goes up by 1, which is its speed, so it means even Scarfers then can't outspeed and take it out from there. You know, it's not got the greatest defenses, so it is a bit weak to priority, but the fact that it just outspeeds everything and hits so hard means it's very difficult to try and handle from there. This is pretty much the standard set that's going around at the minute. Is max attack, max speed with a naive nature, so you can get that special attack. You don't have to limit your special attack with the life orb. So this thing is just hits like an absolute truck, incredibly fast, gets U-turn as well. So it comes in, U-turns out, deals a huge amount of damage to whatever's in. And they've got to basically decide to whether to stay in, tank that damage, or switch out, let something else take that damage, and then they lose all that momentum from there. High jump kick as well, so that's base 130 base power move with stab, because this is a bug fighting type. Yeah, it's absolutely insane, the damage output from this guy. You then run poison jab as well, so that handles Tapu Bele. Pretty much most of the fairy types once they're slightly weakened, because fairy is the only thing, the main thing that sort of handles both of these moves. So yeah, it's a very horrible combination. And then you've got Landorus T, which is pretty much the only thing that resists this triple combo outside of a few other sets, but then you've got the Ice Beam from that. So it all in all sounds like a very scary Pokemon. I personally haven't had too much of a problem with it, because I always try and pack at least one counter to it on the team and make sure to keep it alive. So as I said, very deadly combination of moves. So what we're going to be doing is running through my personal checks and counters to it, which I think are personally the best ones for it. But do let me know if you think of any more that you like to use, or any other suggestions for sets and things like that. So we'll start off with the first one. So the first one, which we're going to go from the sort of order of like the best check all the way down to sort of a decent check most of the time. So they're sort of semi-ranked in my head. It's not the perfect rank, but it's kind of sort of gives a bit of order. So we start off with Aegislash. So Aegislash has the advantage that it resists the U-turn, it's immune to high jump kick, it resists Ice Beam, and it's immune to poison jab. So it's absolutely perfect on the defensive side. And basically, if it comes in on Pheromosa, and Pheromosa hasn't clicked U-turn, then it allows it to get up to free Sword Stance. It can basically set up for free, as Pheromosa then has to U-turn out and really doesn't do too much to it at all. So that's definitely pretty much the best answer in OU going around at the minute. Obviously, it's still a little annoying because Pheromosa can click U-turn as Aegislash comes in, and then it gets to go out from there. But it's still kind of the best that we've got for the time being. It has a really great advantage as well. It puts it off clicking high jump kick. So until Aegislash is out of the way, it's pretty unlikely they're going to be clicking that move. So that can actually work in your favor, and you can play some really good mind games where they expect you to switch out. Say they've got Steel type out, and they're going to click U-turn rather than high jump kick if they know that you've got that Aegislash in the back, or it's or anything basically that's going to die to a high jump kick. They're more likely to click U-turn than they are going for the manly play and clicking the high jump kick from there. Next we got the Marowak. So Marowak is also on this list because it basically fills the same role as Aegislash, where it resists all of Pheromosa's moves. It resists that, it's immune to that, it resists that, and it resists that. So that's very, very nice. And it has the advantage as well that it hits like absolute crazy. So Aegislash relies on the fact it sets up on that switch out, whereas Marowak has the advantage that if Pheromosa's in, then something's going to take a massive pummeling from them. We've got Flare Blitz and Shadow Bone on there, which hits a lot of the tier very hard. Stealth Rock, but you can always change that up if you already got Stealth Rocker, but for knockoff or something like that. And then Earthquake. Earthquake's very useful because it allows you to take on the Toxapexes and stuff like that, in case that's going to be on your opponent's team, and that I think has a good chance to KO, if I remember rightly. I can't remember my Toxapex calcs perfectly, but it does a whole lot more than Flare Blitz or Shadow Bone will do from there. In terms of the speed, you want to be going for 72 speed, because that allows you to outspeed Aegislashes that are specially based, because if they're this set, they're going to be going for Shadow Sneak, so it doesn't matter whether you're outspeeding or not. But if they're going for the quiet natured ones, which you can see here, that's not the quiet nature, we want quiet nature. Quiet nature, it's beating 140, so actually no, you want a little bit less. You want to be sitting at 60 in there, and then the rest in HP. So what that allows you to do you want an odd HP as well. So that allows you to switch into Stealth Rocks multiple times. So you want 60 HP in there, and that basically allows you to outspeed quiet Aegislashes that have got Shadow Ball and are mixed and things like that. Because they're going to be clicking Shadow Ball on you, then you can outspeed it, and then you can go for the Earthquake or the Flare Blitz and take them out from there. Next, we got a very, very fun one. So this is Comfy. Comfy's not been used too much. It's been kind of put in the shadows. No one's really used it too much, but I have to give a shout out for the set to Dokes. He's a guy I follow on Twitter, really great Pokemon Battle and stuff like that. I will link the live where he used this down in the description below, because he used it to great effect, because it's a great counter to Pheromosa. And you may be thinking, wait, that's not got any speed. Pheromosa's very fast, and Pheromosa has Poison Jab. How does that work? It's because of its ability. So Triage means that this Pokemon's healing moves has priority increased by 3. So basically it's like extreme speed plus with +1 priority. So you may be thinking, okay, well that's great. It can Synthesis up while it's being poison jabbed and wear it down. That's not how it works, because technically its healing moves include Draining Kiss. So Draining Kiss has +3 priority with this mon. So you can set up all the Carmines if you want. If people aren't aware of that, and believe me, people aren't aware of this, they go into Pheromosa going like, oh, I can just poison jab you, then you're dead, that's fine. You get the Draining Kiss off, you out-prioritize them, and then you just take all of that HP back, and it's just absolutely crazy from there. Him Power Fire allows you to take one of these steals, Calm Mind allows you to set up, and you can either go for a max HP set, which gives you more bulk, or you can go for a more speedy set if you want to make use of the speedy, like Life Orb. But when you've got priority on that, I think I would lean more towards max HP. So yeah, very, very fun set and a really great way to catch Pheromosa out from there. Next, we've got the Mantine. Mantine is great because it's also a great check to rain teams, and it's a check to a few other things as well. And Pheromosa really can't touch it too much. I mean, its best bet is just a Poison Jab, or something like that, which is not going to be doing too much. And Mantine can just sit there, be fat, schooled away, and go on from there. Same as well with Toxapex. Toxapex does not care at all about Pheromosa, like, at all, even less than Mantine does from that aspect. But I just had Mantine just a little bit, I don't know, they're probably about equal, because they do check other things as well. But basically, they're just there to be fat, sit there, and they can just scold away, and there's not much that Pheromosa can really do from there. So there you go, guys. That is the video for all of my my top 5 sort of counters to Pheromosa. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you do, let me know down below, and also let me know as well if you've got any counters to Pheromosa that you like to use. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.